All right, everybody. Now we'll discuss some topics like introduction to variables we have seen in the previous video. Now we'll see variable naming rules, assigning variables, multiple assignment, deleting variables. As we know, few data types in Python are numbers, that is integers, strings, lists, table, dictionary, or collection frameworks in Python we'll discuss later. And also we'll see in this video alone we'll see type conversion in Python, and local and global variables we'll discuss later. So for now we'll discuss what are variables in Python, a named memory location which has some value. So uh, what are the rules for declaring a variables? A variable must start with a letter or underscore. So this is the valid variable name, and it should not start with a number. No spaces are allowed in Python. Can contain numbers but not start with numbers. Hope you are getting my point. I'll repeat it for you again. So a variable name must start with a letter or underscore, but it should not start with a number. No spaces are allowed. Can contain numbers. So I'll teach you what does this mean by. So if I'll declare a variable like this age, so age equal to 30. If I say, if I'll ask to print one age, and if I run, we'll run into an error, syntax error, invalid decimal literal. So if I remove one from this and if I print this into the console, the error would disappear, and there should be no space in the variable name. So like age do. So if you try to print, it will also give an error, so invalid syntax. So what my point is, a variable should not contain any empty spaces between the two words. So you can give like this age do. So this is valid in Python, age do. Now if you print this, it gets successfully printed onto the console. And another thing is what, so no spaces can contain numbers. So it can contain numbers like age 1, age 1 equal to 299. If I print, age 1, it gives you. So what am I trying to say to you is, a variable name must start with a letter or underscore, no spaces are allowed, can contain numbers. So next concept is what, type conversion. Sorry, assigning variables. So we assign variables using assignment operator. So age 1 equal to 299 we are printing onto the console. So what is the next one? So multiple assignment and deleting variables. Now let's get started with this one. Multiple assignment. So suppose x equal to y equal to z equal to double strings orange. So orange. If I print, so if I print x, y, and z, so we are assigning multiple variables same name. This is completely valid in Python. Again, if you want to insert different names to different variables at a time, x comma y comma z equal to orange. So tab pink. So now if I copy paste this one, copy paste, it should print successfully. Yes, you can see orange, red, pink. So what I mean to say is we can assign multiple variables same name and different variables different name we can assign. So we can delete del you can delete the variables using del x, and we can delete multiple variables at a time, y comma z. So try to if I try to print all these variables, we would run into an error. So name x is not defined. You can see. So this is what I mean by saying like assigning multiple variables, multiple assignment, deleting variables. So with the said, now we'll see type conversion. So what is mean by type conversion? So we'll have the fundamental definition first before going into in-depth concept about it. I already wrote a notes for you. So typecasting in Python is the process of converting a value of one data type to another. Simple words, changing the form of data so Python can use it properly. So common typecasting functions are int, float, string, boolean. Suppose if I were to take input from the user, we'll see in this lesson only. So input prompt, please enter your age. So if I run this program, it is prompting us to enter your age. So if I'll enter 14, nothing appears to happen. So what we should be doing is what we need to probably store in a variable known as age equal to input. So now I'll print two things. One is the variable age and another one is the type of the age variable which it belongs to. Let us see once. So I'll enter as 50. It is of string type. So in majority of the cases, string is not an ideal one to do. If you want to add some perform like addition, like age equal to age plus 1. So print age again. So most probably we'll run into an error this time, I think so. So see, can only concatenate string, not integers. So at this point of time, what we can do is what? So we can typecast string into integer. How we do that? So one simple way of doing is I'll cut this statement. I'll write int parentheses. In the parentheses, I'll paste this one. Now it should not give any error. 50. You can see successfully addition we have performed. Class int. So before that we are already typecasting before itself. So in other ways I can remove this one. So paste. Now print type age. So before we are performing addition, we can typecast now also. This is also absolutely fine. Now I'll enter as 50, 51. You can see we have successfully typecasted string into integer. You can see here we have performed. So next is what converts to integer. So another thing is what converting into float. So I'll remove all these things. Now we will discuss float. Suppose if I were to ask your salary, so I'll declare one variable as salary equal to input prompt, please enter your salary. So we know already that the input will be always in string format. So now what I will do, I'll convert into float. Salary salary 2 equal to float float of salary. Now we successfully typecasted into salary. We'll print salary 2, and also we will print type of salary 2. So let me check once. Please enter your salary. I will enter it as 10,000. You can see we have converted into float. Now another thing is what converting into string. So converting into string means now we will converting into string. Now we'll convert this float into string back again. How we are supposed to do it? So salary, this time I'll keep it as salary 3 is equal to str of salary 2. Now type of salary 3. Now let me check this one. It should work fine. 10,000 class string. You can see we are converted float into string. Am I clear? So let me, for your understanding purpose, let me print this one. Now let me run this file again. Please enter your salary 10,000. You can see we have converted float into string successfully. Now another function is what? Boolean. Why would we want to convert into Boolean? So Boolean has only true values, that is true or false. Yes. So salary e- salary 4 equal to, I would say, 10,000. So now print salary 4 and type of salary 4. So salary 4, I'll keep it as true. I am receiving salary. Salary 4 credited. I will say it as salary 4 credited equal to true. So salary 4 credited. Here also I will do the same thing like salary 4 credited. Now let us check once what is the, sorry, here some, yes, one parenthesis is missing. Now let me check once. Please enter your salary 500. So it is of string and this is of boolean. So now I would want to convert, I'll convert like bull sal equal to bull. So salary 4 credited. Salary 4 credited. Now print bull salary, type of bull salary. Let us check once. Salary is 700. So we have successfully converted, sorry, we successfully got it as boolean. So now what I want to do, I want to convert this into string. So again bull salary 1 equal to bull salary 1 equal to str bull salary, again tab tab. So now we should convert into string. Now let me check one 650. You can see successfully we have converted into string. So now what left here? So we have converted first things first. We have took an input from the user, that is salary, and we have converted into integer and so on. That's all for this video. We'll see in the next chapter. Thank you.